Your one loss this year and your gold ball is not only a great reward for a very long season, but a neat way to end your senior season. Congratulations, Coach. If you would come forward, along with your assistant, John Carmichael, present your awards, beginning with your managers, Robin Bruce, Catherine Carrico, Sarah Wood, Hillary Chapman, Abby Carmichael, your team members, Sharon Orchard, Lindsay Plaisted, Eliza Brown, Cindy Herbine, Katie DeAndremount, Melissa Gagnon, Andrea Little, Tiffany Chapman, seniors, Molly McDonald, Jessica Mattel, and Joanne Brown. Coach, if you would have representatives come forward, please. On behalf of the Maine Principal Association, we present you with this gold ball symbolizing state champions for 1994 Girls Class B.
Okay, 1994 state champions, Class B girls, the York Wildcats. Congratulations to them. And we leave now for a 2-minute break. We'll be back with more post-game activities after this 2 minutes. Okay, back here at the Bangor Auditorium, the first championship game of the evening is all done. As the gold ball, you can see with the York Wildcats. Looks like Andrea Little with the gold ball. They were kissing the gold ball. They're all excited. Let's go to Brenda Beckwith with tonight's final stat. Brenda?
Okay, we have for the Herman Hawks, Heidi Pace with 16. She was their only double-point scorer. Heather Pace with 4. Laura Smith with 2. Liza Dowdy with 5. Renee Richardson with 4. Diane Rhines with 4. And Stephanie Huff with 2. For the 1994 state champion York, Sharon Orchard with 1. Jessica Martell with 12. Liza Brown with 5. Andrea Little with 8. Tiffany Chapman with 6. Molly McDonald with 5. Katie Diamentra with 5. And Joanna Brown with 22. And I certainly want to offer my congratulations to the York Wildcats on a super game.
I'll tell you, it is. As the Camden Rockport team that represents the Appleton, Hope, Lincolnville, Camden, and Rockport areas comes on the floor, and the Mountain Valley team from Rumford, Mexico comes
Catherine Marico. Sarah Woods. Hillary Chapman. Abby Carmichael. Your team members, Sharon Orchard. Lindsay Blakesley. Liza Brown. Cindy Irvine. Katie Underwell. Melissa Kenyon. Andrea Little. Tiffany Chapman. Senior Molly McDonald. Jessica Mantle. Mattel. Joanne Brown. Coach, we have representatives come forward, please. On behalf of the Principal Association, we present you with
Sorry, I didn't get you one. This was the very last one, and I've got to take it back. Up at the...
So hot now?
Let's go. Get that ball.
It's going to be blind. Steffi, get one of me.
You on the left, not many. Go ahead.
I wanted to make you sign, but I didn't have time. What are you doing? Get that thing out of here. No. Oh, God. In my way. Yeah, enforcement center or something like that. Isn't that nice? It's actually better, too.
We'll zoom in on it here.
That's somebody just bit me there. That's you can see the clear mark.
Oh, that is lovely.
Oh, we can zoom on that one.
When do you set out a few minutes?
I didn't want to. I have another one on my hip, too.
Well, we'll have a look.
We got you on camera now, Joe.
As soon as I can do it. No, come on. Yeah, I know. I don't know where they got that.
We're happy, but I'm sure you're disappointed.
Huh?
We're happy, but I'm sure you're disappointed.
I'll come back and cheer more. There you go. Alumni. We're gonna win. As if we're not gonna rack you. We'll rack you, so you guys will be like, Marcy, we can't take it anymore. They'll keep saying, I wish you were our team. They'll practice. We'll be like, about like a softball coach when you're having a hard time with the kids running the bases or getting it. So, you know, he would coach third base, and if they got as far as him, he just fucking give him a It'd be great. They'd all make it to third base and stand there with their hands out. Hey, whatever works.
Yes, there is. Nothing spectacular. No, Yorkshire.
Well, you know, I have to put you all in.
Yeah.
This isn't, don't shake. Oh, yeah. I guess that was the last one. Hey, Miles. Yay, Katie! Drop that and you die.
In their second Class B title in 3 years, but they do it walking away from Herman by 27 points. Take it to the action. Here came the Hawks. Stayed close. Heather Pace stops, pops, and fills. She had 16. The Lady Cats, Joanna Brown, the disc, and Molly McDonald, the chipper off the glass. A huge lead for York. Brown this time going solo the window. She had 22. The give and go to Andrea Little.
Mrs. Moore had some problems this year, and I wanted to help. A medal from the Western Maine Tournament, gold medal from the state championship, and a ribbon from the Western Maine Tournament this year, and a great little time as well. Just a little bit about them. Most of you know this, but I like to repeat it. This team finished the regular season 17-1, as you know, seeded number 1, went on to win the Western Maine Championship, and then to become the 1994 Class B state champion for the 21-1 record. And I think that obviously they deserve some applause for that. But I think there's some other things you should know about these girls as a group. I brought them up as a group for a reason. This is a real team, the kind of team that every coach dreams about, a team that will play together, work together, share good and bad, and always remember that the team is the main name of the game. This team was complimented throughout the season by referees, by other coaches, by bystanders. I've got letters from all over the state about these girls, not just because they won the state championship, because the way they carried themselves, the way they presented themselves, both on and off the court. These are quality people here, and they deserve applause for that, too. Before I present the certificates for letters and that type of thing, I'd like to thank a few people in particular who helped us, especially through the end of the season. First one is an 8th grader. I hope she had a good time with the tournament this year, so they'd like to book some players sometime. Hillary Chapman. The other 2 people that helped at the end of the season with the tournament scoring and that type of thing, they come forward, Sarah Woods and Abby Carmichael. And with every program, the managers are especially important. In our case, they do the uniforms, they keep the stats, they make sure we don't lose too many basketballs. We lost one, I think, along the way. They do a great job for us, and without them, my job would be much more difficult. First of all, Catherine Pericos. Second one is Robin Bruce, better known as Cleopatra. Players on the team, despite the fact that a lot of attention is paid to the seniors because they had such great 4 years, these 2 girls, sophomores on the varsity, were great contributors to the team this year. We all recognize that. First of all, Katie Bjornsmont. Juniors on the team, this one did a job that's hard to do. She came to every practice, she worked hard in practices. Again, someone who knew she wouldn't have quite the same amount of playing time. When she went in with 100% effort. She got a chance to be part of this team, and I know she's appreciative of that, and I'm appreciative of the fact she stayed with us and worked hard all year. Cindy River. Transfer student, Massachusetts. Little delay in getting the closing on the house, so she was driving from Amesbury, Mass. to school to practice and back every time. Appreciate that kind of extra effort. She's been in forever, but within a couple of days, everyone wondered, who is this girl we've been hearing about? She showed up, and within a couple of days, she was part of the team. Says a lot for her character. I'm glad to have her back another year once again. The heir apparent to Molly McDonald. Somebody I can harass and give a hard time to the whole year. We need somebody like that on every team. She can shoot. She can play defense. She can take the charge. She took 7 of them. Not one was called. She said they were all charges. I'm not positive. I'm looking forward to another year with her too, Sharon Arches. This girl is probably one of the coolest girls when she comes off the bench and goes in the game. You hardly know. You can tell the difference if it's a state championship or a regular, shoot-around game in the gym. Always steady, always there when you need her. And again, and the one that's coming back, Junior Liza Brown. Now for the five people that I will miss a great deal, and more about them at the end here. But in terms of their team play, Lindsay Plaisted stayed with the program in the last 2 years in particular. Knew that the playing time might be limited during those years, but this year she became a key factor on this team. She was the first guard off the bench. She played excellent throughout the season, and especially, I can't say how much I appreciate the fact that she was able to be a major part of our win in Bangor, especially when somebody else had a little bit of foul trouble. Lindsay Plaisted. Molly. I could say a lot. I have to limit myself, be careful not to go overboard. Molly is the person who kept us loose. We never had to worry about getting too serious when it wasn't needed. She always had something to say, usually something derogatory towards me, but I had a few things towards her too. This is a special person. She did the job that a lot of people didn't notice, got the key basket when everyone else was covered, played good defense, played the last 4 or 5 games, as all the papers said, with feet that no one else could walk on. And if you took a look at them, you know what I was talking about. They stopped a little bit too. Maybe that's why no one got it so close. Mom John. This girl in the last half of the season probably had one of the best half seasons of any girl that I've ever coached. She wound up the season with over 400 points, led the team in scoring, rebounding, and several other categories. Was tremendous in the Western Maine tournament in the state championship. What more can I say? I hope she has a great career in college, Joanna Brown. Every team, that has 2 captains, one usually becomes a little more vocal than the other. This one was our vocal captain. She let you know what she thought, when she thought it, both in practice and in games. She kept things organized. She wasn't afraid to speak up. At one point during the season, every time I got up to call a timeout, she was already in the process of calling us, like we were thinking along the same lines. She became a great leader. She's always been a good defensive ball player, and one of the key parts of this team is she was Jessica Martell. The other captain, the quiet captain, didn't say much, but when she did, you listened. She did a lot of what she had to do just by doing it on the court. A 4-year starter for the York girls. Obviously someone that we missed greatly, and we'll talk a little more about her later. The last letter went in the middle. We have several team awards to make. The first one is foul shooting. This is easy to pick. The first one has the best percentage from the foul line throughout the season in games. And this year, it was a sophomore who wound up shooting just under 70% for the year, Tiffany Chapman. Second award, most improved. This is always a difficult one to pick. But this particular girl, I think, became a real factor this year. Assumed her role as she had to, became a better and better defensive ball player, and in at least half a dozen games provided key baskets down the stretch. I think this girl is definitely the most improved player on this team, Molly McDonald. Next one is called the Ann McManus Award. This is an award that was started many years ago by Larry Lapham. He had a player for him for 4 years on the varsity who tragically died a short time after graduation. He named this award in her honor and asked if he could present it to someone to whom basketball seems to mean a great deal, who played hard, played fair, never gave up, and basically was a good example of what basketball and sportsmanship is all about. This year that award goes to Jess Martell. It's hard to pick an MVP off a team that plays so much as a team. And this year it was especially hard. And I think I would do an injustice to one girl or the other if I were to present one MVP. The first MVP, we have co-MVPs this year, and I think everyone probably knows who they are. Joanna Brown scored 407 points, had 234 rebounds, set the record for single-season scoring. His first all-time in field free throws attempted, second in free throws made, third in rebounds, and third in all-time points. Something to be said about Joanna going into the state championship game. Some of us knew she needed 29 points to hit 1,000. She didn't quite make it. But in retrospect, in talking to her, and I heard somebody ask her how many she scored, the state championship and the team idea meant, I think, a lot more to her overall than an individual 1,000 points. And for that play all season long, Joanna, co-MVP. The second one, the person who led the team in assists, led the team in steals, was definitely a team leader throughout. Scored over 1,100 points in a career, had over 900 rebounds. First all-time in free throws made, field goals made, second in steals, and fifth in assists. This is all-time. But had a great season this year, scoring over 350 points. Andrea Little. Both All-Stars in basketball. This year we had two members selected to the All-Conference team. Both were unanimous selections, both deservedly so. Joanna Brown and Andrea Little. For those of you that haven't seen it in the paper, both girls were also selected as senior members of the McDonald's All-Star team. Only the third and fourth York girls to be so recognized. In addition, Andrea was selected as academic All-State, the first time in York history that someone has been selected to that team. So, congratulations. There are 21 teams in our league, and at the annual breakup meeting of the coaches, one award is presented to a male, one award to a female. The award is known as the Robert E. Butler Award. It's presented to someone who displays sportsmanship, who displays character, leadership, who is a significant contributor to a basketball team. And for all these reasons, it's a very difficult selection to make, considering all the nominees and how many schools are represented. But for, I think, the fourth time, York has won that award. This year, that award goes to Andrea Little. Now, these last awards are not from the school. They're from me. They go to 5 girls that have become very special. 5 seniors on this team. I try to think of something that they could wear with pride and would be different from all the other things they wear, the other kinds of jackets and sweatshirts that say certain things. And I came up with something I hope they appreciate. I'd like to have the 5 seniors come forward here, please. What I've got on basically is a sweatshirt that on it says 1991 to 94, Lady Wildcats from York, 61 and 4. A good record over the period of time. Wow. And one final award for me, and one final presentation. It's not very often that a freshman makes a varsity basketball team, either male or female. It's happened only 3 times, actually 4 times, since I've been here. And I don't know, I got into a habit with the first one back in 1983 of making a little special recognition of the fact they played 4 years of varsity ball. they become special. 4 years of good and bad. This particular senior was participated on a team that lost in the quarterfinals her first year. Won a state championship in her sophomore year. Lost in the Western Maine finals as a junior, and then won again the state championship this year. And I think this is something I hope you appreciate. As you get older, you can show your kids, etc. And it's an artist rendition of Andrew Little's career. Andrew Little. And finally, I'd like to have the captains and probably the seniors, if I know how they handle things, come up, and we have several presentations to make to the school. So captains and seniors. It's kind of a strange one. We've been having a Winnicott, we have it the last couple of years for the Christmas tournament, and this is the third place trophy. Okay, we got beat down there by a couple of points, and the first place trophy would have taken 2 people to hold up, but this isn't true bad. The third place in Winnicott. Lindsay has the Western Maine Championship plaque. Joanna's got the Western Maine basketball. Molly has the the state basketball, and Andrea has the state championship trophy. I'd like to present those to Mr. Welch in school at this time. I think the very last thing I'd like to do is have Montel come forward, please. First, I'd just like to mention one thing. It took us 3.5 quarters to get out of the Augusta Civic Center because they wanted to watch Andy Bedard play. And I understood that, but I got the impression Molly was the most interested. But we went to Bangor, as you may know, and practiced at 12 o'clock for 1 o'clock. 1 hour. It cost a little bit of money to do that. And we couldn't get out of it because Mountain Valley practiced right after it. Molly McDonald, the quickest person off the court and out of the locker room, normally took 25 minutes to change her sneakers. But the last thing I'd like to present to Molly is something that's kind of symbolic for us in the locker room, and that is a phrase that she always says when I'm handing out the gum. And what is that, Molly?
I'm the last red given. We want to give out a few of our own awards tonight, and I don't know if he's here, but first we would like to give our middle school coach, Mr. C, the Sixth Player Award because he brought us together and he taught us what championships are made of, gave us a taste of what it's like. And secondly, Mr. Clark, he of course gets the Coach of the Year Award in our hearts because he's a funny man. And he certainly taught us who we are, where we're from, what we're here for, and everything we've done. Finally, we want to say that the Lady Cup Wildcats will share this gold ball with the York Girls Basketball Program and everyone who supported us. Thank you very much. We'd also like to thank Mr. Dontremont, who was always here to be a person who gets up every game. He was a very loyal fan. After every game, we always got his gifts. Very thoughtful, entire year. We had to give him a big kiss of our own. We'd also next like to thank all the parents and support throughout the year, and especially the senior moms who will not be here next year. Well, probably like, so all the senior moms come up here right now. It's not we got underclass moms, all their turn next year. Who were great this year, doing volunteering for putting up everything that we've given them, and Jeff for becoming part of the group with us. And Catherine. Tiffany's sister, knowledge will not be known as an auxiliary. Abby Carmichael came up at the end and really appreciate everything she did. And Robin. Can't say enough about her. And finally, we'd like to thank Mr. Carmichael, who wasn't going to stick around this year, but I'm very glad that he did. So we have questions for him. First of all, Mr. Duncan always gave us Jolly Ranchers whenever we want. We asked him to go stick in his pocket. We had to pay him back. And we also made a welcome gift for him to remember us by. And I hope he always thanks. And finally, Mr. Clark, who has been there for all of us, and he can't say how much we appreciate everything that he's done. So we made a little scrapbook, first of all, of the entire season for him. And we also got, before he got a chance to, the picture from New York Weekly, a New York County co-star of the team, and it's a great picture. On a plaque that state champions and all of our names on it. Thank you. And I will say, but we should never forget Warren. He's been there, he has given us a lot of great memories through the years. And I'd like to thank her for everything that she did and her commitment to the team. That's it. Thanks for all the fans for coming up to Bangor and watching the Orient season. Thanks.
Shot, put